My name is Bill. I live in the Lehigh Valley, and I had COPD. Pretty much when you have shortness of breath, your chest muscles start to work overtime because your lungs don't have the capacity or the strength to bring in as much oxygen as they should. Imagine swimming underwater and you're out of breath, you need to come to the surface. Well, you can't come to the surface. There's no getting air. It's a panic feeling. It's not nice. So I started going to a pulmonary doctor, a local doctor up where I live. And the doctor treated me for a couple of years, and we got to the point where the medication and the treatment that he had was exhausted and it wasn't helping me anymore. My pulmonologist suggested I come down to Temple and see Dr. Kreiner, because he was the best in the area, the best in the whole region. And that was the best move I ever made. Now, Dr. Kreiner treated me with some newer medication that helped. It eased my problem, and it helped get me through the day, but the underlying fact was I had damage up to that point, and the damage really wasn't reversible. Shortly after that, I started developing blisters on my lungs, and when these blisters would pop, my lung would collapse. They're called blebs. And at that point, my lung breathing capacity was well below 20%, and when a lung would collapse, I pretty much couldn't breathe. The lung would collapse, we'd heal it, reinflate it. About a month later, I'd have the same thing again. And Dr. Kreiner and I discussed different options, and that eventually a transplant was the only thing that really was going to help me. I was assigned a transplant coordinator who really goes with you through the whole process, tells you how to prep yourself, both body and mind. I was on the list for about 6 months. When I got the call in the middle of the night, they brought me in a person who had donated a pair of lungs. They said it was a good match for me. The next morning I woke up and I had new lungs. Greatest feeling ever. Temple has some of the best doctors in all different fields. And in my case, they didn't just do a double lung transplant, they did a double heart bypass at the same time. So I had a cardiologist was there, and Dr. Kreiner was there. Dr. Toyota actually did most of the work. I mean, without that whole group of teams, something like this wouldn't be possible. It was wonderful.
Big breath in.
The rehab went quickly. I went home in about 2 weeks from the hospital, rehabbed at home. It's fabulous. It's been almost 2 years since I had the transplant, and seriously, I would not have made it 6 months past that time. From the beginning to end, Temple Lung Center was there for me. These people are the best. And I mean, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them.